Okay, yeah. So we got 60 seconds delay and we're going live now. So let's get into it.
Excellent.
So what do we
Welcome
have
for
here?
those that are just joining. So we have on the red team is Kuku Juntuan, who are considered one of the top all-con teams in this tournament, with all five of their teammates being con players. And then on the blue side, on the left, are the underdog FF team. I think both teams started out with fairly standard bans: IOE, Zip, Irie, and Florentino. We saw FF team grab the Thorn with their first pick,
Okay.
and on the Cuckoo team picked Superman, which is one of the strongest heroes of P. Laoban, their support main.
That's
And
in
they
slot
also
4.
took, yeah, that's right. And they also took two strong picks in Caphany and Lorion. And then on the blue side, they took Mina as a counter to the Caphany.
OMG, Snopey, you have such a cute voice, CPDD.
I like to say to everyone in chat right now, yeah, we're gonna be streaming you. So all the Discord sounds is gonna come in. If you're a little bit more cautious about that, then be forewarned. And at the same time, also keep it professional, all right, guys. But thanks for the comment. I think so too. All right, well here we go into the fourth ban here for fourth and final ban here for Cuckoo, Cuckoo, Cuckoo Juntuan. I don't know how we want to call them. Cuckoo, I think it would be fine because we're gonna adopt a more English accent here. And then Malak is gonna be the final bans. Who who do you think Cuckoo should be picking up here? Snowpea.
It
Although
looks like they claimed a strong early game jungle in the Errol, though they could theoretically flex Errol to the Slayer and Superman to support, but I think they're gonna let P Boss take the Superman here for support.
right, actually, Superman's support should be really well do really well here against Lubu. Lubu wants to be able to get those buffs, get to level 4 early. If Superman is able to get in that, we've seen. Wait, I don't have an English name for him, but slot 4 over here. We've seen Cuckoo's support do that a lot with Superman, so I'm expecting to see the same thing. Now the final two picks here coming in for the blue side for FF here are going to be Lubu and Ryoma, it seems. No, Amelie. They've hovered that previously and they're gonna lock it in with Ryoma in the end. What do you think about that, Snopey?
I think they're trying to secure their early game with the Lubu and Ryoma pick to get their Thorn to the late game here. And I think Ryoma is also a great pick to try and stop Superman's run putting.
Ryoma does have those stuns. It comes out really quick without any casting delay, so that should be able to slow down that Superman. Now the final pick coming through for the red side, they're gonna have to just choose whether or not they want to add a Slayer laner, or put Superman in that Slayer lane, or to pick up another jungle and put Arrow in the Slayer lane. And it
Oh,
looks like
they're going Hayate Slayer. That's
it
very
looks like they
interesting.
indeed pick up at Hayate in the Slayer. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so the S3 of the red team is Show, and likes to Hayate Slayer lane. Looks like he's doing that here. Though I feel like Ryoma is one of the, if there's one warrior that doesn't struggle as much against Hayate, perhaps it's the Ryoma.
Ryoma has a little bit of that range for those of you who don't know exactly why we say that. He has a bit of that range and should be able to poke down Hayate, at least trade him out every time Hayate comes in. With the Shuriken toss, Ryoma should be able to fight back a little bit. Let's take a look now. We've got the final drafts coming through. Right now, I think I'm leaning towards the red, actually the blue side, FF here for drafts. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the blue side has a good balance of the early game heroes with Ryoma, the Mina, and the Lubu, and getting them to the late game for Thorn. it'll be interesting to see how they'll try to counter the coordination of the Cuckoo team here.
That is for sure. Sylvie, we might have to get you to open up that iPad stream again for us. You know, your
Oh, did it drop?
iPad is 2 years old and
Well,
coming in with a new one soon, huh?
Your stream disappear.
Yeah, here,
Thank you.
I'm restarting it up. But
Here we
I
go.
ordered a new iPad. It's supposed to come in the mail, but they're low on supply. So they tell me next week.
We will be looking forward to that because we will be getting even more high quality streams in that case. Here we go. That's the Superman already in the blue side jungle of FF, and he pushes out to the Sage Golem fantastically. Now getting a full retreat back out. No HP dropped.
I saw
Congratulations.
the Ryoma there, so I don't think he wanted to overstay.
For sure, and actually that really drew over the Mina as well. Lorien was able to get a fast first wave clear, although both sides not really looking to invade too much into the enemy jungle. Gonna go for that second wave. Here's a little bit of pokes here. Wow, that Lorien is really hurting. Poke comes through. Here we go. It looks like Superman coming in again for that red buff.
Here.
For blue side, what do they gotta watch out for in this matchup, do you think? Save for the Superman, we know about him. Here you go, here's a little bit of fight coming through. Fei lay in a little bit of trouble here. I just called him Fei because FLE really looks like that. But here is the Thorn putting in damage, and okay, Dirac coming in to deal with that assist over there. And Earl, a little bit too far ahead. But he does get that trade in the end, so not too bad. The Dragon, however, looks like it's going to fall over to FF.
I think the loop level 4. It was a dangerous engage from the red side for that. Hayate was able to pick up the Spare Sentinel.
That's going to be an even trade coming in then for the red and blue side. Currently, gold-wise, 6.5k for red and 6.3k for blue side. That's FF on the blue side for you and Cuckoo on the red side. Here we go, a little bit of a mid-skirmish coming through. That's the Bone Shaver coming down, just saying hello. Not yet going to hurt as much. Now 4 members of red team is going to come towards the blue side jungle and perhaps set up a gank on the bottom side. Lubu is still on the red side, on his own blue side. He might be a little bit late to this particular fight if Earl decides to make a point down here.
Interesting, taking a look at the build, Lorien's going for anti-heal first as a counter to the Lubu. Meanwhile, it looks like Dirac's gonna build Bareth before building out anti-heal, so Errol has more time during his strong period.
That is absolutely correct. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get you to restart that stream one more time.
We really need you to
Yeah, when I entered the lobby code, it already started. Kind of awkward, but it's alright. We will get that next game.
Maybe I'll restart.
I think a fight is about to break out. Let's take a look. Okay, on the bottom side, we didn't miss any action yet. Over on the top side, we did see Hayate. He is currently actually getting all the lane priorities on that lane. Ryoma, even though we say he does fare a little bit better into the Hayate, is still a little bit of a struggle for sure. Here we go, that's a fight breaking out into the blue side jungle here. Earl is continuing to go through. There's the Bone Shaver connecting onto Sabot. He's gonna have to fall, first one to fall, and Earl jumps up into Dirac. That's another Bone Shaver connecting, and Hayate is gonna finish that job. Starry Sky connects onto Ryoma, and oh dear, this is looking like tragedy for FF. Sophie, this is our first time working together as casters. If you want to, I'm gonna give you lots of time to like maybe analyze the game because I know we have a lot of strong players listening into our casting right now, and I think you have a lot of cool things to say about the analysis. So if there's just anything, like I'm gonna give you lots of space to be able to give our viewers some of that flavor, and then I'll just come in when the team fights do. So feel free to fill in the space if you want to. Here we go. There's a fight coming through here as well into the mid lane. That's another fight that the blue team doesn't necessarily need right now. Red team's going to try to go for those trades. It's going to be a 2-2 even trade. But right now, for the HP, in terms of HP, it does look like red team was favored in that trade. Mina had to go back. No, now Superman's going to go back. There's not a whole lot of other objectives on the map though, so not a whole lot to lose out.
Yeah, the red team has a 3k gold lead, though Thorn has been developing nicely on the as focus has been on the top side of the map. So let's see if FF can make a comeback in the late game. Thorn.
Okay, here we go. FF, they're gonna have to be careful.
Position.
They've got some position here. 4 members trying to just close in on these 3 members. Arrow's gonna go off on a little venture here with D-Rack. And on the bottom side then we're gonna have a 2v2 coming through. But hold on, that's Lorian coming through. Starry Sky, is he going to ult for this one? Yes indeed he is. That's underneath the tower, knocking up 2 people. One of them already fell quickly. That's only going to be 1 knockup, but it was on track. Now is Sabot feeling the rage. Doesn't even get a chance to touch his red buff. Cuckoo is looking like they're in very much, dominating this game. Right now, is there anything that FF can do to maybe turn this game around?
Well, the one good news is they have a strong tower defense with the DRAC ult and fast wave clear and the Thorno ult. But it's going to be a tough one. I think the right side and the red has a really strong late game comp too with their double ADC and Hayate and Cathany, and strong front line with Superman, Errol, and a good from Lorian.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to take a shutdown.
It's going to take a couple of shutdowns for this to happen. That is right. And with all those double ADCs, I'm really sweating for FF right now. And last time, Earl just jumped through directly into the mid-tier tower over there and just killed D-Rack, or at least forced him off. So that's going to have to be something to watch out for as well. D-Rack does not have an easy job either. Here we go, moving into 8 minutes into the game. The first Drake is already being spawned here on the top side of the map. Here's Superman making a push. There's the Man of Steel coming through. Ryoma getting pushed down and bullied. And that's going to be again Sky Show on that Hayate, putting away that kill. The Drake is still pushing in. This is looking like a difficult moment for FF. If they want to turn this one around, some sort of miracle will have to happen. D-Rack does have that ult, but Starry Sky is gonna knock him up, and away he goes. Back into the death pit, into the respawn. And this is looking like a wrapped up game. Sabot is going to fall as well. And the final minion wave is gonna come crashing through the middle. And they're not gonna wait for it. Already at it, at the core, pushing back Lei on that Mina. There's almost nothing that she can do to clear this wave. And that's gonna be a quick first game. But don't worry, because FF is going to have another game to be able to redeem themselves. In the group stage, there's gonna be played 2 games. And they're going to earn points towards their finals. Advancing into the finals, that is. Take a look at the scores. Lots of damage coming through, evenly spread rather, on Team Cuckoo. Everybody picking up and doing a little bit of their job. Sky Show kind of moving ahead in the pack here, 25% damage. Meanwhile, on the other side, FF, Stabot, and Thorn and the Realm are definitely trying to do what they can to deal some damage in there.
Yeah, it was hard. Lubu couldn't get any buffs.
He could not get any buffs.
After their towers fell. Yeah, and 9.5 minutes in, they didn't have anti-heal, which is tough against that Errol and Lorian.
And that was the comment that you talked about. FF Yuzo over here choosing to build the Bear's Agony first. And you're facing Errol, you're facing Lorian. He should probably have gone with the Tomb of the Reaper, like the way Lorian did when he saw Lubu. Nonetheless, game well played, and we're going to be moving on to our game 2. Just going to go over to ask the organizers for our next game lobby.
Snoopy, the room number is 9532.
9532.
Yep.
Copy. Hey, it doesn't. It says it doesn't exist. Am I in the wrong server or something?
Shouldn't be 9532. I see Charles was in game. Yes.
No problem. I heard it wrong. Yeah. 9532. Alright, thank you, Tree.
Hey, guys, if you want to switch over to Anahe's stream.
Alright, here we go. I just need to jump over. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now. And jump over.
Blue team's turn to
Here we go, jumping into the games. But meanwhile, I just have to make sure that actually everyone can see it. Is it connected? And
team's turn to ban.
Right, bans coming through. We're missing the first couple of bans, but these ones are pretty normal. We got Lorian banned out from Cuckoo though. That's gonna be just denying FF from being able to choose that. And then the Irie, the Aoi.
We can't see your stream.
Oh, okay. That's right, because I reset it, the thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna share my entire screen. I don't think there's any secrets here. There we go. Actually, should I do that? No, I should not share my entire screen. I'm gonna choose a different window. Let's go to applications. Fantastic. How's this? Can you guys see it now?
Oh, yeah, and it's really crisp and clear.
Awesome. Thank you, computer. Thank you, technology. Here we go. Bans coming through. Yes, they're indeed locked in, and it's gonna be the Zip as the first pick here from Cuckoo. They're going to go for a different strategy now. Meanwhile, FF is going to repeat the strategy from that Cuckoo played last game. Perhaps covering that Superman, and if they lock it in, that's what they're saying to us. They want to go aggressive, especially with that Richter. What do you think, though? Playing that into the Zip, somehow I feel maybe that's not a good idea.
It's interesting that they first pick Superman, since the left side has already taken Superman, so they can't take him again. And Superman's one of those heroes where he's easily countered, so it may be better to wait before taking this pick. But we'll see if they choose to go Superman top or Richter top.
Right.
Versus support. But both heroes have a pretty fast roam. to give the team fight advantage early game.
If I were the coach on FF, I would definitely want Superman support. There's just too many games that I've seen that Superman support has been so instrumental. Richter Top can counter a couple of the more nimble warriors, like for example if Florentino was available, he's able to just pop in and out of that bush and really be elusive, so I think Richter Top will be just fine. But Superman in the support just provides so much value for me. Here we go, these are the two other picks coming through are Lubu and Violet. Hayate gets instantly picked into the Violet. It's a pretty normal matchup, but sometimes people say Violet is a little bit better against Hayate, is that right?
I think Violet lanes well into Hayate since she outranges him. At least on our current patch, she still does. And if you think about in a team fight, that outrange gives her, I think, the advantage over Hayate, and that's why generally Violet's considered a counter pick to the Hayate. So here they might be thinking of using Hayate as a counter to the Lubu and Zip.
Ah, I see. Lubu and Zip not being able to really move at once Hayate gets that Hyuga's edge. Perhaps that's part of it.
Red team opting to ban 2 strong mage picks. Though it's hard to ban YY Yan Yun's mid hero pool. He plays just about every mid lane hero.
YY Yan Yun is the slot number 4 on Cuckoo. I know these are all Chinese characters, and most of us, well actually I won't say most, but some of us here also recognize some Chinese characters, so maybe you don't need my explanation. But here we go, Liliana gets picked as hovered first. It's gonna be countering the into the Tulin. I'd say it's a pretty good pick. Liliana has that range. I would pick this as a mid main.
Yeah, they definitely want to pick a mid with some type of CC to turn off the Hayate ult and the Superman flight.
With that being said, it feels like my thought is being endorsed. Thank you so much, Snopey. Exactly. Getting some of that poke is going to be fantastic as well. Tulin does have that shorter reach. Liliana should be able to just poke them down a little bit and really turn the fight's favor into their own here for Cuckoo. The final 2 picks are going to be the jungles, Nacroft and Kirknack. Both very explosive heroes. Here, Nacroft providing a little bit more split push though. Here with Lubu, it's going to be the double split push kind of composition. "30 seconds into our game 2. Kirknack, wow. Let's just say Violet will have something to fear here, especially if he's able to farm up safely, and this time Zip is going to have to choose whether or not he defends his own jungle from the Superman, or he goes and disrupt the Kirknack's jungle. I do have a feeling that Zip is going to disrupt the mid lane first and then go defend his own jungle. Just my feeling, especially with Superman on the other side.
I think that's right. It's a dangerous Zip to go in the jungle level 1 with the Superman and Richter on the other team.
Lots of damage, lots of CC. If you first click your ability 1 as Zip, you could have a chance to solo the enemy jungler because it transfers damage from buff to people. But then with Richter and Superman in sight, that is something that you don't want to take on lightly. Too much of a risk, you might just lose your life there without achieving anything. Here we go into the game. We see Zip already disrupting that middle lane. As we predicted, that's going to be a second ability start for Zip. Meanwhile, congregating over here on the blue side, people watching out for this Superman invading the jungle. Superman getting spotted out, I think. Yes, they indeed do. They're going to opt out for this small buff. Nice choice over here, but over here, our Zip says nope. Not even gonna let you have a little small camp. Meanwhile, on the top side, it's gonna be reversed. Last time we saw the Hayate getting played by Skyshow. this time Lei is going to do that and try to punish the Slayer laner this time. However, this lane swap means that Richter is going to have to play into Violet. Gonna have to see how this turns out.
Well, it looks like it's a Richter support and a Superman going bot lane.
Oh, okay.
Interesting choice.
That's diverging from what we were predicting earlier on. Here we go. It looks like SkyShow does have that awareness that Sabot is leaving the mid lane. Drops back to the safety of that tower. Kirknack quietly in that bush, patiently waiting, seeing if anybody wants to move towards the top side. They've effectively locked down that position for the Sentinel take. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Ryoma, well, his name is Ryoma, but it's the Superman. He's gonna have to just back out, and this dragon looks to be in the hands of Cuckoo, no problem. That'll be an even trade, but 4-man coming down. Kirknack with a drone drop. Drops down. Nakroff being able to take that though. So both sides are gonna just head off, each with their own, I don't know, claims of spoils.
Is the stream a little bit blurry for anyone else? I feel like I'm watching Minecraft.
Really? Oh, interesting. Okay, this I am not really sure why. I could switch it to desktop, maybe that works. Is it still blurry now? It could be also because I'm also streaming it to YouTube. If it's really unwatchable, let me know, and then let's fix that. For viewers only though, if you find the stream a little bit unwatchable and you want to enjoy the stream on YouTube, you guys can go ahead and find Anihi GG on YouTube. That's where I suppose the things are going to look the most produced. Right now, gold-wise, 8,000 gold a piece. Arctic Orb getting pushed out here by Lei. Meanwhile, Sabot is going to move forward. Liliana is going to make that change. Meanwhile, in the back line over here, it's Zip sucking up Violet. Safe away from the Superman. And here is Lubu and Nakroff making an entrance. They're going to be able to cut off Ryoma's retreat over there. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be allowed for these folks to have Ryoma as a name. It makes it so difficult, I think, for the viewers, but it's alright. It's just me complaining a little bit. Let's get back to the game. Here we go. Lubu, Conqueror opened up and jumps right into this blue buff pit. He's not going to be able to do too much, and he's going to fall instead himself here. He's a Slayer laner, so yeah, different from the jungle laner Lubu. I guess it is okay, but here's Liliana forced to sort of rotate down here into the bottom side to pick up this wave. Dragon is going to drop, and Liliana is going to have a little bit of trouble trying to come back. Sabot seeing that and making sure Liliana has to take the detour. There's a comment on YouTube asking, is this an NA tournament? Yes, indeed. It is an NA tournament hosted by RB. They're gathering up a whole bunch of Conqueror teams, and this is what you're enjoying here with us tonight. Snoopy, how is the quality for you right now? Is it unwatchable still?
It's blurry.
It's blurry? Is it blurry for anyone else in Discord right now?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay, let's follow.
Same here.
Same here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to just maybe stream out the... Oh, It's not that blurry. Alright, no, that's no problem. Let me change windows again. I'm gonna just screen share you the entire screen then. See if this works better. And we'll do a full screen preview. Okay, we're just gonna go jump over here. How's that? Is this better?
Still a little blurry.
If it's still blurry, then I have a feeling it might be a Discord issue. Just maybe the server isn't nitro boosted enough, that kind of thing. And it's getting throttled somewhere. But let me know. Here we go. Ryoma desperate trying to defend this topside tower. Yuzu. Apparently his buff is in peril, but he's gonna drone drop in there and get a double kill. Fantastic work there. Not a double for him, actually. Stand corrected. But on the bottom side, that's gonna be the Violet and Zip trying to just push in that bottom side tower. They indeed get to do that. Now they have to rotate to defend this mid wave. They're in for a little bit of surprise though, as 4 man of the red side are going to be congregated here in the mid lane. There's a little poke there from Sabot. He jumps away. Doesn't take any damage whatsoever, it seems. But now he's already at half HP. Might want to consider backing out. But before doing so, just gonna pick up a dragon. No problem. How's the quality now? Let me know. You guys can shout out actually. Anybody got an update on the quality of the stream on Discord?
The Discord stream is still quite blurry. The YouTube stream's really sharp.
Okay, I see. So then it's probably an issue with the server then. Then I think what we could do is people can move to the YouTube stream, and then I'll phone you in DM then, Snopey. So then you can at least still be able to commentate and see the action. Do you think that's a good idea?
Maybe do you want to just try restarting if you cancel your stream and restart it? That might.
Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna disconnect.
Yeah, we can't tell if they're 8-0 or 0-8, and maybe they're intentionally hiding their KDA behind the blur.
Here we go. How's this? I just restarted it.
A bit better.
A bit better.
A little, yeah.
Okay.
I can read the people's names now.
YT works
it reverted back.
Alright, well,
yeah,
let me know
YouTube
again.
stream's really sharp.
Okay, let me know again if it's not working, and then we'll adjust again. Here we go. Here's the incoming fight. Drake was dropped down right in the middle lane. Just poking around. Genie TD piloting the Tula. And here's the Man of Steel here pushing the Lubu. Don't think about running away there now, Lubu. Gonna sacrifice himself there for that. Blue buff taken away from FF here. But now they're gonna have to be careful as this Abyssal Dragon is going down quite slowly. Ryoma jumps in with a little bit of scare. Zip is gonna just roll up over here, knocks up 3 members of the team, and Liliana comes out with a lot of damage. Those are gonna be ultimates coming through there. And here's the Reiki shot. It's trying to connect. Here we go. The stun does happen. Wow. Just one step behind there. Going for a triple kill or something of that sort. Unfortunately, Liliana unable to get that. But her attempt and effort is not in vain, as the middle high ground tower does fall in all that commotion. Almost nobody can go up against this Violet now. 8.2k with a personal bodyguard. That is the Zip. Man of Steel. Does it have time to come out? He doesn't have that. And he missed that push. Which means death to the Superman. Meanwhile on the top side over here, Genie TD would just catch the last bit of that action as he takes away Lubu. That's gonna be one soulless amongst all of this. Hola, says Joe Darets. Yes, what do you say? Sorry?
I think like Cricknack's a strong jungle pick for solo queue or duo and trio queue, but he really struggles in, I think, the 5v5 settings, which is why we see him do quite well when we're doing regular rank, but we rarely see him make flashy plays in competitive. And I think the Cuckoo team knows you see them walking in a triangle to avoid all three teammates getting jumped by that Cricknack ult. So that if Cricknack jumps in one of them, the other two can stun him and take him down right away.
Fantastic. And that Zip has been so good at protecting his targets. This is one of the only times that you see his protected targets fall. There's the Arctic War coming down. He had to dodge out those damage, but Zip was there in time as well. Here we go. Jumping through here, they're gonna have to back out. They got their position spotted out over there by that Richter in the L bush. As two carries just walked up by themselves. A big no-no. But right now they do have the goal to afford a couple of mistakes. They shouldn't be too complacent in this high level matchup. Too many mistakes would mean a complete turnaround.
Yeah, without their high grounds, just taking care of these super minion scuds is a time-consuming task for the red team.
There we go. Yozu almost getting away, but that's gonna be Red Stallion jumping through. Sky Show picking him up. Now there's the Uber driving through there. And the Liliana to finish the job. Richter is in the back trying to just deal something with this minion wave, but with the excellent, you know, super duper minions. I don't know what to call them. The ultimate minions. That's not gonna matter too much. Here we go, Sabot forced to back out. He's gonna fall. Hayate trying to last ditch effort to defend. But congratulations, Cuckoo. 2 excellent games. First game in 9 minutes, this game now in 13 minutes. Fantastic. They're gonna pick up this series 2-0. And let's take a look at the post-game stats. Who is your MVP for this game, Snopey?
MVP goes to Anahi for the excellent commentary while we go through these technical challenges here.
I see. Well, the game puts the MVP to our Violet over here, dealing 31% damage here. Over 100k damage dealt. Fantastic stuff. My MVP has got to be the Zip. Because, well, Zip protected Violet the whole entire time. And Liliana also. I do have to give them a shout out as well. That one play in the river where Zip knocked up 3 people. Kudos. But then she came out and just dealt so much damage to that group of people. That was a sight to behold.
Yeah, I think Zip combos really well with that Liliana, since after he S1s and Liliana does her combo damage, his S1 stickiness doubles or adds 40% damage to Liliana's burst. So it's a good combo.
Can you come again with that? I like that, but I kind of missed it. It's a little bit too much for me. Here we go. What happened? You said the S1 was dropped, or
yeah,
what was it?
Yeah, when Zip drops his S1 on 2 of the other on the enemy team, they share the damage taken, and Liliana is able to burst them with her AoE damage on both targets, and effectively it adds 40% damage to her strong S1 S2 combo already. So it's a I think Zip's S1 really maximizes the damage of his teammates here.
And especially if those two enemies are stacked up against each other, I wonder if that goes both ways. For example, if both people takes AoE damage, does it transfer across to both people, meaning that you double your damage? That would be kind of cool. And I think that might be what's happening. But I don't know until I test it out. But thank you for that tip. And I hope people learned that one as well. Combo it up with Zip. There's definitely a lot of cool combos you can do with Zip. Last time I was playing Liliana and I met up a Zip and Brunhilde. And every time I try to go in, the Brunhilde was ulting. Zip moves the Brunhilde around to chase me around, and then Brunhilde just ults me dead. That was
that's
unfortunate.
Also a very nasty combo. Yeah, Zip and Brunhilde, Zip and Crixie, Zip and Jannar. It effectively becomes a traveling ult that's protected by a super shield.
Ban Zip. Final verdict, no. No. There's a lot of good counters to Zip as well. But you're gonna have to ask your coach when you start playing some of these games at this level. Ask your coach to analyze and tell you when to ban Zip and when to let Zip go, how to counter him. Those are all fantastic nerdy talk for Arena of Valor. Okay,
right.
let's take a look.
I think the next game... Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually just going to ask you about next game. When is the next game? Can you enlighten us?
I'm just reconfirming the schedule since it moved around a bit. For the next one, do we want to do it directly on your YouTube channel, or do we want to try to stream again?
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't know. When I was trying to stream it earlier, beyond the drops, was it blurry?
I think they have more spots for spectators, so why don't you jump in also as a spectator then?
Okay, that works.
That might work out well. Oh, I missed a battle invite from Adrian, but sorry, I am currently casting. I think there was a question online here. We got some people saying hello. Is this actually sponsored by RedBull? Yeah, I think that was a little deceiving. And I can't say I didn't mean that. But the thing is...
I can stream for y'all Snopey with high quality.
Snopey, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, fantastic. Someone can stream in high quality for us all here on YouTube, on Discord.
He's joking. He's joking. He's famous for having the lowest quality streams.
No, just let Snopey stream. Snopey, I want to see you stream. Please.
Meanwhile, over here...
we can try. We were having some tech issues earlier.
Oh,
yeah, they were dropping a bunch. I think if both of us enter the lobby, we can at least have that ability to just, switch around if we need to.
Alright.
Chao Chu can stream.
No.
We're gonna up our display quality here as well. And RedBull is the name of the guild,
my new
by
iPad
the
was
way.
supposed to come Friday.
Dark Mage can stream.
Dark Mage is getting called out over here. Dark Mage can stream, says the robot voice. I have no idea who's using the TTS here.
Sure, my quality is good.
Dark Mage stream is like watching 2 pixels.
Oh, okay, so it's
Let's
Dark
go
Mage.
then.
It's Dark Mage using the TTS, promoting himself so that he can stream here. Got it. Well. Thanks, Dark Mage. Alright, we're waiting for the next lobby,
which
right?
2 teams are playing.
Yeah, we're waiting right now.
Lol, Dark Mage.
Jumping through to the announcements.
Thank you, next.
Hmm.
Dark Mage teach me floor PLZ. Dark Mage number 1 floor.
How about someone pull out AOV
Streaming
and
F King
then play
Minecraft.
a 1v1 down mid lane, and then I will spectate that. And if the next lobby comes in, I will exit the spectating. I mean, we gotta make it fun somehow. We got so many people here.
KK not pro.
Whoever is
Why the
saying
fuck
Dark
you
Mage play
stream
floor, how
Minecraft?
about Dark Mage floor play against whoever is saying that? Down mid, and I'm gonna spectate it. Lobby
Dark
ID is
Mage off.
6439. Get your solo
Come solo floor.
fight in here. Let's watch you guys solo floor.
CPDD.
Okay, here we go. 6439. 6439. Anyone gonna jump in
He
solo
means
floor?
Snopia.
We're just waiting for the
Don't
ID.
stream Minecraft.
I need to figure out who's doing this TTS. Who is
No,
it?
he means me.
If you go to
Coming.
the spam music
Oh
voice
my
channel,
goodness.
you can see who's typing these trolls. But they're leading their messages as they type.
Huh.
Get on EIW.
Oh, it's EIW and Jargon 1v1 floor.
Okay, well, that's 6439 here. It's open here. Get in. I see MDS
Go
in here. You
stream.
might want to come. Okay, here's Dark Mage. Who's gonna pick up on that challenge? Florentino solo. Right down mid as we
I
wait for the
am
next
coming.
lobby.
Don't be puss.
DIU says, I'm coming. Don't worry.
Anihi, the room number is 7060.
You guys took too long. Thank you, Tree. 7630.
7060.
7060. Thank you, thank you. Do you know which team against which team? Sorry?
It's Xing Xing vs Gudu.
Xing Xing vs Skudu. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. So that was Tree, one of the tournament's hosts/volunteers, I think. I don't know what the actual title is. Let me just jump through. Moderator, sorry. I'll learn these terminologies. Here we go. Just waiting for one last player. I don't know which how do I check? Let's jump over to announcements maybe. They do have some really cool stuff on their Facebook. They do post who is in each one of these rosters. Oh, then they have these nice little graphics here as well. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see.
我只看了哦，拜拜，老公，改完了再找我啊。
Yeah, let's jump over to screen 1 over here and show you guys. We tried to make merry in this lobby here tonight. Let's see. Yeah, they do have some of these really cool stuff, so make sure you go and like them. Really exciting to see people doing this for Arena of Valor. It's gonna make our community a lot cooler, a lot better. And I'm gonna go find Xing Xing and the other team. Who is on their team, and we'll figure out who's the last player here as well. There we go. Xing Xing. That's Daifeng, Cool Cat, Likely, Shui. They're on the top side, so they're gonna be the blue team. And then from Gudu, Lonely. Wait a second. Wait a second, guys. I'm pretty sure this girl is from a TV show that I was just watching last night called Squid Squad? Squid Quad? You don't have to go watch it.
Blue team's turn to ban.
Sorry, people saying something?
Team's turn to ban.
Nó nói tiếng Anh luôn chứ nó không nói tiếng Việt đâu. Nó không nói Trung Quốc đâu. Hãy vô xem like á.
Alright, then let's get into these band picks. First band here is going to be Florentino. I think Snopey, you have the spectator as well, so hopefully this time we'll be able to jump back and forth in our commentaries.
LHLCPDD.
Mà nói chung là Trung Quốc là giỏi hơn người Việt.
Zip is going to be the other band here.
Dù má cái thằng lầu nó nói luôn kìa.
I understand, Snopey, you know some of these players. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Đồ ngon đó ba.
Yep, sure thing. It looks like the blue team on the left has some substitutes in here today, but maybe we can go top to bottom. The players here, the S1 is Shui, who is one of the top cons in the recent seasons, primarily maining jungle, though he's been playing some ADC recently as well. And the S2 slot is Lulu. She's one of the strongest supports on our server. And definitely a respectable Zip, which I think is who that ban is targeting here. On the S3 slot is Defeng, who I believe is playing ADC today. One of the strongest Japanese and pretty good in Ina and some of the jungles as well. And the S4 slot, that's Giao, who will be, looks like, playing mid today, though certainly one of the most versatile players on our server with strong heroes in all positions. And the S5 spot is Mason, I think one of the most mechanically skilled players on our server.
Oh, okay, so S5 is Mason and S2 is not Mason.
Sorry, S2 is Lulu and then S5 is Mason. Yep.
Okay, it says Mason right there, and I'm going, okay, but then you gotta read the Lulu. So it's Mason. Oh, okay. S2 is Lulu and S5 is Mason. Here we go. And then on the other side is Team Gudu. I think, is that also a Chinese guild / team?
I think this is a Vietnamese team here.
Okay. Fantastic.
Sorry, the first two characters of their name is a Chinese characters.
But they are Vietnamese players. Fantastic. So we got a fight here between Chinese team and a Vietnamese team. And the picks are coming through while we went through and described some of these players. Introduced some of them to you. Irie is the first pick over here. He's going to be meeting up against an Annette and Caphany. I like that. Annette pick into the Irie. Limit where the Irie can go as she ults in. That's going to be really annoying. Meanwhile, that's going to be Mina and Lorian getting picked up. And Iggy to fill for red side. What do you feel about these picks coming through so far, Snopey?
Yeah, I think the right side picked the net, and then Caphany and Iggy, who the net can protect. I think the left side's very strategic with their picks here, going with two flex picks with Irie and Mina. Irie being able to flex between jungle and Slayer lane, and Mina being able to flex between support and Slayer lane, which makes the bans and counter pick for the red team a bit tougher here. And I think Mina's also just a good counter against Caphany. With the more she auto attacks, the stronger Mina can swing her S1 and heal back.
Fantastic. Yes, that's going to be a very nice, very detailed interaction between Caphany and Mina. Especially here, Mina looks to be she might go in the support lane, which again, still, it's a flexible one. Flex meaning flexible here. Actually, for the longest time, I thought when you said flex, you meant like, arm flexing, like, yeah, like, okay, anyways.
Flexing their heroes.
Yeah, because...
both, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I just haven't heard English commentators saying that exact phrase just yet, but I'm adding it to my vocabulary. Thank you. Here we go. Bans coming through. Hayate getting banned out, followed by Kirknack, and here is a room considered over here as the ban. I don't think they have a necessity to actually ban out this Aram. No,
Yeah.
because
They don't know if the Mina is going top or
yeah.
support.
But then unless
I
red
think
side,
Annette's a good counter to Aram. I don't think they should worry about the Aram.
yeah, okay, yeah. Unless the red side is wanting to play something that, you know, is going to engage into the backline. But I just don't see a spot for blue side to fit Aram. Okay, they're going to switch around that band though. It's going to be the butterfly band out, and final band coming over for blue side. What do you think it's going to be? What would you pick, Snowpea?
Oh, looks like they picked so fast.
They pick
We
so
didn't get a
fast.
chance to
Kira.
consider.
Well, what about that
Yeah.
one though? Like Kira banning out in this particular scenario, I guess they do open up lots of choices for marksman. But maybe just a comfort ban. Maybe they didn't really think that there was any other necessary bans, and so they went with the Kira. That's my best explanation there. Meanwhile, we're gonna be picking into a Slayer lane. Roxy hovered. Omen was hovered as well. Kind of opposite mentalities, I think, in my opinion.
I think they
Omen,
definitely want something tankier for the Slayer lane as a front line.
Roxy would be Slayer. Well, yeah, Roxy would be tanky. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Annette is
And I think
considered more of a
Roxy does
soft support.
okay into Irie. If there's a laner that does okay into Irie, I think Roxy's okay.
Fantastic. Irie doesn't want to get anywhere near those fire. And once Roxy has a second ability, she should be able to get a little bit of speed boost every time she casts a second ability. And just make it that much tougher for Irie to land those S1s. Here's the hover here for our blue side. Violet getting hovered. Meanwhile, they're gonna try and figure out, is it gonna be a jungle? I have a feeling it's gonna be a jungle. At the same time, they could go into another Slayer. Lubu or Pain? Lubu or Pain? Pain is going to be the answer. I don't know how Pain interacts with Annette. If Pain jumps into the Annette circle, would he be locked outside?
Yeah, the challenge is Annette's ult CD is pretty long. And without her ult, she can't really peel Pain jump diving her backline.
I see.
Yeah,
And
so
Annette doesn't have any other really area effect kind of control abilities.
That's right, with her S2, so is good if there's multiple enemies rushing her backline together, which is typically the case. But here, if Pain slices in, she has no one to stick the Pain as a 2 with her S2. And with her ult having greater than 1 minute CD early, it's she has to use her ult wisely.
Very good analysis over there, and I have to agree. This is looking like a tough job for Jin here, playing the Annette. A tough job indeed, protecting Kaphne and Iggy, both of whom would really like to just sit back and deal damage, and do not appreciate when people just jump in on them. That's going to be the Irie and Pain. Two people that they're going to be looking out for as they try to dish out damage. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mina is going to probably form that front line. Lorian is going to be poking, throwing in the orbs with the zappy zaps. And Violet is going to just roll up, tactical fire, poking and taking away so much HP from afar. This is going to be an exciting fight as we now head into game 1 of Xingxing versus Voodoo, or for us English people, Lonely.
Both teams have 3 players taking the Alchemy enchantment, so it's going to be a poke to farm early game. I'm curious if they switched accounts or it's interesting. So it looks like Lulu's gonna play Irie and Mason's gonna play Lorian while Gale's playing Mina. I'm just curious because Gale is considered one of, if not the best, Lorian. So I thought he would take the Lorian here, but it looks like they gave it to Mason.
Do they have set lanes that they like to play or no?
There's lanes that they play more than others, though I think the team on the left here is one of the more versatile set of players where they play a lot of different roles. But Gale is famous for his Lorian. I remember like half a year ago, before he partially quit AOV to play Wild Rift, his Lorian was permabanned when people suspected that he might be on the other team.
I see. Very nice little stories coming through about these players. That's what I like to hear as well. It's fantastic getting a commentator who knows about these players quite intimately and play with them constantly in ranked. I think it does add to the narrative.
They were trying to invade, but the death has started red. I think the buff might have gotten pulled out.
Right now, in the first 2 minutes of the game, lots of clashing already happening. This is just a lot of pokes, a lot of normal stuff. Neither side really finding a firm foothold on the others. First recall is going to be from the Annette going back. That shouldn't hurt too much as she's going to be back in time for this dragon fight happening in 20 seconds. However, it looks like Shui is going to go towards the top side and into the Sentinel Dragon. They don't have vision on this one, although perhaps Mina's position will give that away as 4 members of Voodoo, of Lonely, going to make their way over here, staking out the Dragon Pit. Here we go, that's a little scythe over there, but here's Death from above, jumps in on and takes out Mina right away. Mason is in the back, well, actually that's Lulu, but here we go, Pain making an entrance, gets that final ultimate, and that's going to be a favorable trade coming in for Xingxing. Dragon in the pocket, and Gold League coming up to 1k, still early on. Still lots of opportunity for Lonely to come back over here, but that was a fantastic team fight. They got both of the objectives, the Sentinel and the Abyssal Dragon. Here's another little ambush here, poke and the Death Scythe coming through. Playing really far forward and aggressive. Making sure that Gudu's puppy is not going to be able to really run rampant. Here's an ultimate coming through. Slight deviation from the path just to make it a little bit devious and you know. Oh, but hold on 1 second, I'm getting tongue-tied as the ultimate just comes through for a whole bunch of these players, and Annette is going to be the first one here to fall. It's going to be a support for support trade as Roxy got that grab onto Mina. Play slightly forward, but they're going to be able to trade that out for that buff. Lorian has it now. Here is yet another scythe coming through onto Puppy. He's just getting his position completely called out by Mina. Good work by him.
Yeah, Mina's doing a nice job all game getting vision on the other teams.
Here we go. He's going to have to be careful. He does anticipate that attack coming through. 20 seconds onto the Dragon Pit. Meanwhile, 3 members of the team from Xingxing is going to come down trying to contest for it. Here's the Sagari Sky coming through, but it's already cleansed out by Jin. Now moving forward is the Death Scythe and Dark Dominion coming down. But unfortunately, there's not enough damage to go through here. Pain didn't want to engage, and now Gao is in a bit of a trouble. But here is Pain jumping into the backline, finds one, and his teammates are going to find the other. That's going to actually be the double kill coming for him. I do not know how he dealt that final bit of damage. I don't think he has... Yeah, I don't know how he dealt that final bit of damage, but he did it! Double kill. That was a fantastic tower dive. To take those kills for himself. While over here on the top side, Lulu gonna go in. Obnoxiously in front of the enemy's faces here. Trying to take away this red buff.
Over 3k gold already. He's kind of had free farm for a lot of the game with the fights focused on the other side of the map.
However, here is a nice little pulse shot coming through from the Caffney. This should be a solo kill, no problem. Good work picking that kill up. That should offset the gold just by a little bit. Within 400 now is the Caffney and the Violet. This game is not over yet. But for sure, currently, things does look in Xingxing's favor. Here's the Dark Minion coming down onto 3 members. Lorien jumping through with his Starry Sky, but he's up against 4 members of the team with Cleanse. Just pushing back so that Mina can safely retreat. Here, Troy, his position gets cut out here as Puppy pokes into the bushes. I think that was a blind poke, but a very well placed poke pushes the Pain out. They were able to take that commotion in the mid lane to take some towers in the bottom, 1 tower to be precise. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map is going to be the Sentinel falling down over here. 4 members trying to force an issue here on the top side tower. I think that's their next objective. It's only going to be Gudu's Zephyrs able to defend this one. And unfortunately, that's too much CC for him, and he's going to fall. Meanwhile, Pain is continuously playing the 4-1 as the one man splitting down the other lanes. There's a lot of damage coming through from Violet. 1 more ultimate will do it. Mason's Lulu, rather. Trying to come through with that one. But unfortunately, that scythe did not get him far enough for the escape. And Gudu's ADC is going to take away that kill. Now Caffney is looking like she is going to be quite dominant in this game. 4.8k gold to her name. Versus now, well, Violet has still got a little bit on top of her. But we've seen now a couple of solo kills here coming from the Caffney. Well, when I say solo, I just mean that, you know, she made it happen. Made it happen with superior positioning. Good timing for her engages. And switches in her aquamarine form.
Yeah, Caffney has to be really careful with her positioning this game, with the Pain and Irie and Mina on the other team diving in.
Meanwhile, as we were talking about that one, here's a fight coming through here. Mason getting that ultimate onto the Roxy. That's a little too far, pushing her luck a little bit too much. That was a great ambush by Mason and a good bait from the Irie. And now that's gonna be a Dark Slayer. Early. 8 minutes 40 seconds into the game. Fantastic work here from Xingxing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Almost 9 minutes into the game, and looking at the red team, Annette's just starting to build her first magic defense item, and none of the other team members have any magic defense yet. So it's pretty much a free, easy kills for the Pain and Lorien still.
Going to have to chase up in their builds to do something, change it up so that Pain and Lorien does not get the benefit of things. But just as we say that, here's the fight coming through. There's the ultimate coming down from Jin. He's able to just distract people, get that Pain out of there. And they're not going to lose anyone for that tower. But unfortunately, the tower will fall. Iggy doesn't have enough damage yet to really clear that wave effectively. Here's the jump coming in, death from above does connect. Here's the slide forward, but here is Lulu, or sorry, that's Mason. Oh gosh. Okay, that's Mason jumping through into the crowd of 4 people trying to get that Starry Sky to levitate all of them. However, the cleanse does come down from Annette. Got to say, the Annette is trying her hardest to defend and protect the backline. Puppy at the last little edge. Oh, does bait the pain into the fountain, and that's going to be the kill coming through there. There's the Starry Sky though, now no longer have any more cleanse. That's gonna spell the end for Zephy's. And now they're just going to be a 2-on-2. But the Irie should be able to just click down this tower if it wasn't for this Caphony coming out to defend. Caphony, respecting the enemy's range, is going to decide to use her Fusillade right into the wave there. But then now she doesn't have any more ultimate to be able to clear the next wave. And hold on, is she even gonna be able to survive till the next wave? And that is going to be a no, as Giao comes through with that Death Scythe plus Dark Dominion. No cleanse to be able to save Caphony that time. But it does buy enough time for the rest of the team to come rushing out and make a final desperate attempt to defend. The game shouldn't be over yet, because right now they're doing a really good job taking away these waves. They do still have one last tower. Magnificent. Good work for Lonely here to hold and drag the game on longer. 5 people out now, trying to just take away the middle lane before setting up for the Dark Slayer. The 4-1 split right now. Pain showing himself in the bottom. And blue team's gonna scatter out over here, trying to find some picks, trying to find just pushing people out, pushing them back so that they don't come and contest this Dark Slayer. Easy Slayer into the pockets of Xing Xing. Death from above, jumping through but doesn't connect. Here's an early Fusillade coming through. That's a flicker and an ultimate.
Pain's not here. They're gonna fight. Okay.
Ooh, deleted was the Caphony and Roxy. That's gonna hurt. Pain is in the bottom line over there, trying to just do something there. They're playing it safe. They've got people out in the front dealing damage, and Pain has brought the final lane in. Even if this wave doesn't work, they're going to be able to take all 3 high ground towers for a decisive win. And here they don't even need that one, as the remainder of the teams was able to clear out already the Caphony and the Roxy straight away, and that just sealed the game for them. Good work, good work. MVP given to the Lorion over here, and on the other side is given to the Annette. Yes, I have got to say the Annette did her best trying to protect people. And as well, the Caphony did her best as well, trying to deal some damage and get some kills. Meanwhile, the Lorion kind of just shut down the Iggy there. Too much poke damage. That's what I saw. Snoopy, what do you think went wrong here for Lonely?
Yeah, I think the Lonely team would have benefited from building magic defense a bit earlier into the game, since early game Pain and Lorion just had effectively easy kills. And I think it's interesting that both Annette and Roxy went with AP items. I think Roxy building the anti-heal, which made her squishy and unable to take for the front line, and Annette building that slow item, which I think the team here, for instance, Pain, just dives in. The slow can't peel for her backline here against this dive type of high dash comp. But
yes.
It was a good effort.
It was a good effort, and looking at the gold distribution over here, it was too unfortunate that Roxy did fall behind in gold. 5,000 gold compared to his teammates. quite unusual to see in these high-level games, in my opinion. But at the same time, he was trying his hardest to be able to tank up. Does tank up 26% of the damage, so still kudos to him there. But probably coming out with some of that magic resist item would have benefited him quite a lot in some of these early game fights against Pain and Lorian. But again, he was forced to have to take that Tomb of the Reaper, which hurt his chances to be able to tank in the early game. Unfortunate. But congratulations to Xing Xing.
Someone asked if you can turn off delay on YouTube. I think the rationale for the delay is to avoid either of the two teams from peeking in.
Room number is 4683.
4683.
They have started the game.
Huh?
Started the game.
Let me see if there is any new room number.
They have entered the game.
Are you in the game, Xiaochu?
Yeah, I'm in game right now.
Okay, can you share the screen then somehow?
Do you want to stream it?
Let me give you the link for that. I actually have the link for Xiaochu's YouTube stream. So I will put it in general.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't wait for us. Right. That's alright. We'll still make it work, guys. Don't worry.
I'm not sure
Okay,
if they will.
Here we go.
Yeah, maybe try showing YouTube screen and then turn off Xiaochu's voice, and you guys can commentate on that.
Perfect.
Okay.
We got it. Alright.
We love your beautiful voice, Xiaochu. It's just that we don't want some of the audience here can't speak Chinese.
That's right. Good thing you were in the stream though, or else we will be in a bit of a pickle here. Alright guys, so the highest quality I got here is 1080 on Xiaochu's stream. It should be real good. Don't worry about that. And I just need to switch it over for the people over on YouTube. Here we go. Fantastic. Alright, well, here we go guys. Game number 2, Xing Xing versus Lonely Voodoo. They're going to switch sides over here, and the picks are just about to come through. Meanwhile, let's go through the bans. Not a whole lot of surprise here. Irie, Aoi, Zip, and Florentino are the bans. It's up to Lonely to open up the floor with what their strategy is going to be. It looks like they're going to build around the ADC. Hayate, first pick. If you see the first pick Hayate, Snoopy, what is going on through your mind? If you were a player, if you were the coach for the enemy team?
I think the team will either, I think for Hayate is good against tankier comps, but here they're going with Akira, which he's not as concerned with the Hayate as some of those warrior junglers are. Another option is to go with the double ADC comp. But here it looks like they're going to let Shui play his Kira. And as many in the audience might know, Shui's Kira is one of his stronger one-trick heroes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We're going to see some excellent plays coming through then from Zata and Kira. Again, very magic focused. So this time, hopefully Lonely is going to learn that lesson from last time and start to build out some of these Medallion of Troy's. Current patch, Medallion's Troy is still really strong, like what is rumored to come soon. Currently, that Medallion Troy would still very effectively minimize the damage that you will take from your from these magic damage sources. Here we go, D-Rack and Aram getting picked up over here. Aram's a really nice pick into the Zata. They want any more nastier, they could also pick up the Alistair. But of course, I don't think they're going to do that. D-Rack is a great pick over here as well. Even when Zata is ascended, he can use that ultimate to block some of those shots. Surprise, surprise, though, they're not going to go with the Arum. I think the Arum was fine. I think the Arum was actually quite great. Meanwhile, the other side are going to go, okay, you don't want Arum, I'm going to pick up Arum. Although, in this case, I'm not really sure what that Arum is going to be for. Maybe just to say, I'll take what you don't want. But I don't know if that's the mentality that you want here. It doesn't really scream intimidating to me. Maybe it's more playful?
Yeah, maybe Arum is just to help her teammates block that Grak hook.
Okay. Right, because
Yeah,
she's
so
so tanky.
And so she's not as scared about getting hooked. And once she's hooked, she could always ult onto Grak's backline. So it makes Grak's job of hooking the backline a bit tougher. And the other thing about Arum is, on one hand, Hayate can really poke her down, but on the other hand, her ult is one of the abilities where even if Hayate purifies, she can shut off Hayate's ult.
I see. I see. Very much a mind game here, and I love that detail, because yes, indeed, Arum's ultimate snare does chew through those purification, and you sometimes feel that Arum is cheating. But, you know, that's just how she's designed. Very fantastic detail. Kind of nullifies Hayate now, as we just got that explanation. Zata and Kira always eyeing Hayate and trying to get rid of him. Meanwhile, Hayate can't even really ult in. That's gonna be 2 threats towards Hayate. Hayate, I feel for you. You're gonna have a tough job today. Meanwhile, bans coming through. That's gonna be Kafni and the Chi for Lonely, and the Mina and Kriknak here for Xing Xing. Talk us through what is the mentality here on these bans?
Yeah, certainly. I think the Caffeine ban is as much a ban of the hero, but also defunct Caffeine in particular. Caffeine is one of his strongest heroes. And looking at the right side, the Mina ban, I wonder if they're thinking about playing like an ADC like Laville, or maybe they were contemplating Caffeine as well.
I see. I see. So the Mina ban came out first, and then the Caffeine ban came down. So maybe they contemplated playing the Caffeine, and then Lonely says no. Denied it with that just say no card. And there we go. We have our story. Meanwhile, Chi and the Kirknack bans, well, those are just 2 very annoying heroes to play against. So why not? Wonder Man, Superwoman, and Varus, just to catch up on the picks over here. Interesting, we're seeing a lot of Supermans these days. Oh, and Yorn. That's a surprise hover for me.
I feel like Superman's really strong in the current meta. And it looks like they're going Superman top now, and Superman's going to be able to outclear the Wonder Woman Slayer lane and be able to join his team fights earlier.
Interesting, because, okay, so if you see Superman top, I would think that you would want to play something that can at least, you know, take out his rotation and maybe slow him or something like that. Wonder Woman
right.
to me,
there's really, yeah,
isn't
there's
exactly
few
that
heroes
choice.
who can outroam Superman.
Right.
Maybe a Richter can try to keep pace, or a Zenio can ult in onto the other side. But the Wonder Woman has a slow wave clear. I think maybe what they'll do is let Wonder Woman join the team fight and give her wave to Varus, perhaps, since Wonder Woman's presence is really during those team fights where she shines.
I agree completely with your analysis there. And I'm going to be watching very carefully this Superman to see if he's able to just out-rotate this Wonder Woman, and then also to see this Wonder Woman, whether or not she is exactly thinking about your strategy, letting Varus take the entire top side gold. That would be very good. Varus can cut through a lot of people. It'd be exciting, but then for this round, Varus as a jungle pick, I'm also kind of worried because the enemy picked up Elandor, which is not exactly easy to get your bloody kiss on. Elandor jumping here and there kind of hard. Kind of hard. But we will have to see. Maybe this Varus is going to turn up a amazing and a killer game here. Gao Chu, the name Gao Chu. Maybe that will go down in history as one of the legends here in Arena of Valor for North America. You're watching what is called AWC. Now, for me, and I guess I don't mind going on record for this, but it's a little bit misleading because AWC is a name reserved for the Arena of Valor World Championships, which just means that, you know, each country gets to represent, you know. But then, anyways, I think it stands for Arena of Valor Winter Championships, or NA North America, or America Winter Championships. Anyways, stands for something like that. It is hosted by RedBulls. There's quite a bit of cash prize here as well. I'm very proud to say that yes, Arena of Valor, yes, you know, the Arena of Valor NA community is hosting on such a fantastic tournament. So shout out to the Red Bull and to a bunch of the other communities that really came together to make this happen, including Shu, her community, the Chinese community, where I think Snoopy spends quite a lot of time in. Snoopy, I think you're with Dream Killers as well, right?
That's right. I think for this tournament, we have an audience from various communities across the AOV, Conk, and High Master community. I heard Wonder Woman using her S2 on the small buff to escape here. Very careful. It was interesting. So Elendor helped Kira to clear her first blue and to block the potential Grag hook or invade, since Kira is really weak at level 1. But the blue team instead opted to try and invade the red. But Zata and Aram, both strong heroes early game, stopped the blue team.
Wow. That is a difficult trade coming through early game. Lonely, kind of giving away the pace directly to Xingxing. Elandor was able to invade into the red side completely unobstructed. Meanwhile, the Kira is going to still get her full 2 buffs. We're gonna have to see what happens after this one, but right now there's already a close to 1k gold lead here for Xingxing. Can they keep it up? Can they snowball this pace? I believe they might be able to, since we saw the very prominent and very, shall we say, experienced / decisive behavior we saw last game. I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I also think Lonely knows what they're doing. Here's the hook coming in onto Mason. That Zata. Lulu. Sorry. But anyways, here we go. Varus is using the Bloody Kiss now in the back. Hits 3 people. That's going to be fantastic. Dealing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, here's Bin. Jumping forward. Trying to do a little bit more. But as soon as Varus falls, she's going to back out. Not a problem over there. Go up and pick up that wave. Cut your losses / take your wins and be happy with it. Be satisfied with it. That's a good disciplined play there by Lonely. Meanwhile, the attention here is on the bottom side. Daifeng coming in with the ultimate, as well as the Kunai Blitz coming through, but he's gonna get ascended by Lulu's Zata. And both of those players are going to have to just give their lives up here in the bottom lane. Right now, 1.5k gold on this Hayate. He is looking like he's struggling just a little bit here. Fight coming through. Just an encounter, nothing too much, but Bin getting chased down by Shui on that Kira. Puppy getting a nice little ambush here. But then here's the Ascend coming through. And that is a suppress coming through onto Puppy now. To just say, don't do that next time. But then, meanwhile, this is Lonely. Coming through with some revenge kills. Here's the ultimate coming through. Yes or no? Is there going to be an ultimate to end that Aram's life? It's looking like it's not quite ready. There's the ultimate coming through finally, but it goes wide. Doesn't find Aram. and the Varus will fall after the Arctic Orb is spent. Grat coming through with that hook doesn't land. And now it's time for Kira to jump through on that one. The ultimate does go through though. Both ultimates hitting him. Hitting the Kira, and she's gonna have to fall down right here. Wave here, Jin waiting for the middle laner to come back to clear perhaps. Very altruistic play. Very selfless. Maybe not altruistic. Let's just say selfless. Alright. Dragon now is going to be the object here to be taken by Xing Xing. Not a whole lot of contestation here as 5-man was spent to basically take this one down. They do have the lane priority. Most of the players now are congregated here on the bottom lane. Superman again in the lead in terms of this rotation, but oh no, trouble strikes in the middle lane as Zata, unable to fly away, gets taken out. That's going to be a little bit of a nasty surprise there. But on the bottom, they're going to take that opportunity to trade it out with a kill of their own. That's going to be the Grat going over, but oh no, they're staying a little bit too long. Can you land or dodge that one? Excellent Arctic Orb coming through. Puppy with the excellent Genesis Blast over there. Take, square on those two targets. Here's the Man of Steel coming through. Pushes the Hayate, and now onto the D-Rack. He's losing a lot of HP, Mason. You got to get out of there. Can you do it? Yes. Yes, he does. He's out of there, and now on the other side, that's Zata. Camping out, trying to see if he's gonna catch anybody rotating to kill. And just zone them out so that it buys enough time for Kira to take down that middle tower. Fantastic job there. They really like to take these moments to just, take some objectives where the enemy isn't paying attention. That's a big Grak hook there. World Devourer coming through, but oh dear. Daifeng, fast reactions, was able to get out of that one. That was also probably, well, she didn't have the clans ready, so that was just all on reaction speed. There's the ultimate coming through onto the Kira. Kira now chasing, unable to find anyone. Comes looping around for that Grak and D-Rack, I think. Oh no, that was just the D-Rack. And now that's going to be Varus falling down as well. The hook gets hooked onto the Aram. Aram not really feeling any imminent danger there. Just walks out of that tower zone. No problem. Brushes is off. Like any tank should. And now it's going to be just 3 members trying to defend. They're gonna get their towers pushed in to the high ground for 2 lanes, and the other lane will soon fall for sure as well. Darkslayer now getting bursted and focused down really quickly by 3 of the carries here on Xing Xing. Lonely has now a big task to try and defend their wave. This feels like a deja vu, as we have already seen a D-Rack trying to defend the high ground towers. We're gonna have to see whether this D-Rack is able to turn the tides around for this team. Piloted by Puppy. Now we got 2 lanes pushing in, top and bottom. It's a 2-3 split here. Meanwhile, it's only going to be Wonder Woman trying to defend the top side over there. The man resource splitting distribution is a little bit problematic. Puppy gets a shutdown here onto the Superman. However, he's going to have to fall as well. He does fall with dignity though, as he defends this tower for just a little while longer, but with only Hayate left. It's a 4 vs 1. This tower, 2 towers are going to fall down, and it's going to be a difficult time for him to defend against this bottom tower. this final core push. Yes, 4 people. That's gonna be game 2, and congratulations to Xingxing for taking that one. As well as Lonely for still playing out an excellent game. We saw some really nice plays there, trading out. Puppy did a lot of good work with that Genesis Blast. He almost made some very excellent highlight plays. Gauchi also
I think the
with a
red
lot
team
of...
did a really great job of splitting up the blue team. The blue team has a stronger team fight comp between the Wonder Woman, the Dirac, and the Hayate. So the red team was really strategic and patient about pushing in 2 waves at the same time and forcing a fight at both top and bottom and splitting that strong team fight competition.
That is for sure. You saw blue team kind of just responding here, there, everywhere. And as we predicted previously, Superman putting into that Slayer lane versus the Wonder Woman was really able to rotate quickly and get to the fights, make a difference. I know these teams will be studying these games for sure and coming out stronger. Unfortunately for some people, for some teams, the qualifiers is going to be where they stay, as only 2 teams from each group will move on, is what I've heard. Each win is going to be worth either, I think, 1 point. And if you win 2, you will gain 3 points.
No, you got 6, right?
AWC rules.
那下一场是我们的嘛？我们跟
对啊，宝子你上吗？
我不打，好吧。
那我睡觉了，我不看了。
Snoopy 下一场是我们的。
对，你们跟周航队。
现在开始吗？还是要等11点整
？11点。
这一场都提前开始了，我估计如果大家人都到齐了，就可以提前开始。
OK。
我们跟 Johan 是最后一场吗 ？Snoopy？
我也不清楚，应该是吧。本来说要推迟有一个，可是呢又说现在不能推迟了，如果不收啊，就直接认输。
因为他们那个 Johan 他们周3也没空呀，周2他们要上班了呀，今晚直接打了就好了。
对呀，对呀。I think the next match is going to be a really exciting one. We have one of the top Chinese teams going up against the top LATAM team, and they have guests from Hans from the LATAM server playing on their team as well. So we'll be able to see a little bit of LATAM server meta too with this game.
Wow.
Now, these 2 teams had 2 prelim practice scrimmages last week before the actual competition began. The Throwback team won the first night, and then the Cuckoo team won the second night. So it'll be interesting to see these 2 teams rematch again and see how they've adjusted since those 2 matchups.
Fantastic. Wow. We're going to see some really awesome stuff then. Hang around. I think people are coming in with the lobby ID very soon. There's going to be team, Cuckoo? Is it?
Yeah, Team Cuckoo against Team Throwback.
Throwback and Cuckoo. Fantastic. Do you know who is the player that we should be watching out for from LATAM?
I think all 5 of them are very strong, so it'll be interesting to see how they play. But I don't know if there's someone subbing today or not, but their jungler, pretty much their jungler, their Slayer laner, and to a lesser extent, their ADC and their support have been spending a lot of time in the LATAM server in recent seasons. So it'll be interesting to see how their play style might be different than the Conquerors server.
Fantastic. I love the different interactions between servers and regions. That's what exactly is the world's about. And given that AWC 2022 is going to have an NA seed, it certainly makes your heart boil, your blood boil.
Yeah, I think it's great. These scrimmages are letting our top teams get better and improve.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're gonna also really be talking among the people who like to organize tournaments about creating something that is a little bit more long term, a little bit more like a league, like a professional league for Arena of Valor. So all you top players, make sure you listen in and tune in. I'm sure the word will just spread like wildfire. It's really exciting to see so many support. So much support. Not many. So much support from the community. Just waiting in now for Team Throwback. It does seem like they're moving in. So I see Shu jumping around in these lobby chats, delivering the lobby IDs.
Maybe we can give a little intro of the players on each team while we wait. So on Team Throwback, I see QRR. He also goes by Hyper. He's the Slayer lane player for Team Throwback. And just from the prelim scrimmages they had, his Varus is one to watch out for. And I'll be curious to see if Cuckoo team considers banning his Varus. And then also on his team is Zeke or Ezekiel, who is, in my opinion, one of the best supports on our server. He spent a lot of time in the LATAM server earlier on in this season, and then he came back to the North American server after the announcement was made about the AWC expanding to the North America and other servers to join his friends. And he'll be playing support here. I think he specializes more in the tankier engage type supports. And then Zohan, who historically has main the jungle role, will be playing as the ADC for Team Throwback, most likely, as they brought in their good friend Zach Neal from the LATAM server to play the jungle role for their team. And then for their mid lane, I'm not sure today if Danny is able to make it or not, but Danny is the main on Team Throwback. He took a break from AOV when Wild Rift first came out, and he was a Wild Rift challenger and top ranked player in that game, and then came back to AOV about a month ago after the announcement of the AWC with the goal, I think, of playing more competitively in this league. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays. I know he specializes more in assassin type mid lane heroes. It's closer to the Wild Rift meta. So we'll see what type of heroes he picks today.
Fantastic. And we have received also the lobby ID here from Sue. Thank you so much. I'm entering in it right now. 5420. Great. We are in watching this game. Ready to go. Here for the game 1 against these two very anticipated team, Cuckoo versus Throwback.
No one's streaming.
Don't worry, we're gonna get started here.
Alright.
There we are. If you guys don't have the stream, you think the Discord one is kind of not working for you, you could always jump over to YouTube. Both Snopey and I we will be streamed up on there.
Snoop, empty explain.
I don't know. I wonder if he's subbing in for one of the players on Throwback.
Oh
I don't know.
my god, I'm laughing hard. This guy create a new account for the fucking tournament.
And QRR with that face. So QRR is Hyper. I think QR borrowed that account for a while, but not to get confused. I know both of them are really strong Yinas, and sometimes people get them confused. But this QRR is Hyper.
Who's that?
He's I think a conch in the LATAM server. But he really impressed in the scrimmages last week. Was the star of the show. And the first night when they won 3-0 against this Cuckoo team.
At first I thought it was QR, the Chinese one.
Yeah, I know that the name's similar, and they play a lot of. They share like similar hero pools too, so it's
Yeah, cause I saw the Nagrog with like 1,000 matches.
Yeah. Oh well, this is his account. The Nahosi account used to belong to Zohan, so I think there might be some Zohan past games in there as well.
Oh, alright.
Mhm. I think we're just waiting for one more.
You know who the 3-letter Chinese, the one on the right?
Guai that's Sky Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
He borrowed that account.
Yeah, this is the account he's primarily been playing this season.
Hi, Snoopy.
Yes, hello.
So Samir, TY, he wants a place to stream that DC. So can you let me? 你可以把位置给出来吗？就是那个转播，
哦，
因为
好啊。
那你好像也不直播，是不是？是吗？可以。谢谢。
那教主你在这里开吗？他这个有点模糊，看不清楚。
他们在一群弟弟，如果你有兴趣，也可以来这儿看。
啊，安妮海确实，安妮海这个有点模糊啊，好有点。
应该是因为我没 Nitro， 因为我没有 I don't know, I don't have Nitro, so I don't know if it's that.
Oh, I have Nitro.
Do you want to switch with me then?
Someone has Nitro stream, so the quality is good.
I forgot the lobby ID number.
It's 5420. But I think I just need to tell them.
Blue team's turn to ban.
Okay, they went in.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, well. Yeah.
Thanks, Snoopy.
Chao Chu, do you want to stream here, and then maybe Snoopy and I we can do a DM, and then maybe that would make the quality better. Yeah. Because for the other folks, if they want to stick on DC to be able to hear. Now the English stream is also on YouTube, so that's why I think this could work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another. So I'm afraid if I stream, I'm also have the same quality. Okay, so I can have a try.
Right.
Here,
so then
I can stream his YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna stop streaming here. And then
why? Someone should stream here.
Wait, I can. Just 1 second. I need to use my Nitro account.
Alright.
It's gonna have a 60-second delay though. I could take it off.
It's fine. It's fine. As long as the quality is good though.
Okay, I'm gonna stop stream and then restart it without delay, or else it's gonna be really messy.
iPhone.
It's not mine. This is Xiao Chu's.
Oh, that's Xiao Chu.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, mine is charged.
On my YouTube or.
Okay, then Snoopy, how are you going to get the game and commentate?
Okay. Anyway, sorry. I will go back to. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I will go back to another YouTube way.
Okay.
Before I thought.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna throw up all the streams here, and we'll see whichever one works. All right.
Yeah. I see that they immediately banned Florentino out of respect.
Don't see shit. Oh, here we go. Who blamed Floor?
This is one.
Snow, who can play floor on their team? Don't even know.
I think QRR Hyper can.
Here we go.
The
Aoi
fuck?
getting picked up over here.
Okay, I'm streaming now, so I will share the link.
Cass is
Share link.
That's clear now.
Awesome.
Okay,
We can just watch Anna. He's here.
right
Dude.
now, link share is. Yeah, if you want, like.
We've seen this player's Superman previously. We've seen Cuckoo's Superman, and this time it's gonna come out again. But on the other side, it is going to be a new challenger. And let's see how they're going to deal with this strategy. Superman in the hands of Team Cuckoo.
Is that June?
Yeah, Yun takes the Liliana with the third pick here. I think Liliana is it's a flexible mage that fits a lot of different comps.
Wait,
so.
it's Spot Brown playing Superman?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Spot Brown Superman, though there's a slight possibility they go Irie Jungle and Superman top, but I haven't seen Sky show Superman before. I think they're going to let Spot Brown go Superman support. That's the Cuckoo team strategy.
Superman support all the way. I do support that. Here's MDS picking up the Hayate. I don't know if he's going to be the ADC. In fact, I think he's going to be the jungler here from just what I know. And here we go. Bans coming through. Caffney is going to be the first ban over here. Meanwhile, Cuckoo's team should be contemplating on that support ban. Lots of these carries have already come out. They want to be thinking about which of these supports will go well. And that's going to be Ormart. Nice ban. Take out an aggressive support.
I think this game, Lavi or Violet would be good though.
Yeah, Violet for the blue team. Yeah, but the Omar's a good ban because Executive Omar is so strong. And Omar can turn off Superman pretty easily with various stuns in his kit.
So much.
Yeah, I think Omar plus AoE early game invade is something they wanted to ban.
Meanwhile, on the side here, the red side here, they're gonna cover this Laville ban. They're gonna commit to that one. Taking out some ADC choices. I'm surprised they didn't go with a Thorn. Perhaps it's because the Thorn would be a little bit overkill, a little bit too late game for the blue side composition. Liliana and Irie both needing that gold. Meanwhile, Cuckoo is going to continue with that support ban. Mina gets taken away this time. Oh, hold on. Thorn was already banned. That's my bad.
Yeah, they went with they banned 3 ADCs.
Yeah, okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go with Violet.
Yeah, okay, so that makes sense then. They did ban out most of the meta ADCs there. And now it is on to Cuckoo to finally select their ADC. Meanwhile, it is going to be Reds here trying to go for a Slayer pick. Yeah, they don't really know who they're going to be playing against. It could be Irie, it could be Superman, it could be something else completely. Now they will get their answer. They're going to save on the support pick actually. Interesting. Maybe they haven't made their mind about that yet. Lubu is getting hovered right now. Plus the Joker. No, interesting about the Joker. What's the mentality of picking Joker here, Snopey?
His second ability.
I don't know. The second ability, perhaps here.
He can play again AOI.
But you kind of gotta wonder for whom. Maybe against the Chi. I don't think for the Hayate. Hayate has that ultimate in, true damage built right in. Joker isn't gonna be able to stop that with the second ability. Aoi or Aoi, that could be. Curious. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
see how they played this Joker. Last pick here into the support. Ibeneth. Definitely not a very popular pick. I don't know if you see Ibeneth very often, Snopey. Do you have some comments on that one for us?
The last time I saw it was when Young took him in one of the scrimmages last week, and their team got completely destroyed. But here, I think they might be considering it as a counter pick to the Superman, as he has a lot of stunts and slows in his kit to turn off the Superman flight mode.
That's right. And in fact, here, if Superman is indeed going to carry that Tower Disrupt, he's not going to be able to purify out of the many different ways that Ibeneth can slow down the Superman. I like that. Redwood Rush to push him back, followed up by Nature's Realm, slowing him down with all those seeds pummeling down at Superman, effectively just nullifying him. I like it. Alright, we will have to see how this Ibeneth plays in the hands of Ziki. I think that's how you pronounce him. And just to remind myself, this is Team Cuckoo versus Team
Throwback.
Alright. Thank you for that. Here we go. Arriving into the game. Exciting third matchup of the day. Game 1 of the third matchup in this day 2 of our NA Winter Championships. Lots of prize money on the line. These teams want to go through to the finals, where they will go head to head with each other and be selected for the top 3 placing teams. They want to perform well. That's what it is.
Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds.
Our eyes is going to be on the Superman. See what they are going to do. I'm a little bit worried for them, in fact, because if they pull out Superman, I wonder if some of these teams are going to find out how to counter it. Maybe they have some other, picks up their sleeves. But if they don't, they might have all their secrets out on this group stage. And during the finals, that might hurt. But of course, if they play well and no counter is discovered, that would be no problem as well. Here we go, Ziki and MDS is going to get a bit of that advantage coming through into the small side jungle, but it gets pulled out, and now instead MDS is poked down really low. Here's the swing in coming in from Aoi. Aoi dealing quite a bit of damage. Here's the poke coming from Ziki, and that's going to be first blood coming through. Chi was, I think, slightly too slow into that fight. Actually, no, Chi gets the kill. So he was in time for that fight. Fantastic. Kill spread amongst 3 people. Lots of gold, lots of experience coming through there. And now we are going to see Superman continuously following him in this fight to see what he does, especially in this early game. Right now he's not really running rampant like the other games where he just goes into the enemy jungle haphazardly and goes really disrupt them. This time with Ziki on that Ibeneth, maybe things are looking different. Is this the counter that we're waiting for against this Superman? I don't know. And right now, you're here with us to find out. Here's a little Sentinel fight. 3 members of Red Team are going to share that experience. Meanwhile, Abyssal Dragons gets traded out on the bottom. Slightly better here for Cuckoo in my opinion. Now here on the top side, both Slayer laners getting their level 4. Should be able to do things now. Some opinions online is saying Joker should counter the Aoi. We'll have to see how that interaction pans out. I'd be curious to see. Not a whole lot of action happening right now. What do you think is going on through their minds right now, Snopey? What are they planning?
Okay, I'm watching the YouTube stream, so I'm a bit behind
Oh,
the live game that everyone here is watching.
okay.
So I think the red team's done an excellent job of denying the Superman's early game disruptiveness. I think the Superman had the P-Boss had used the Superman against this team, and there's custom scrimmage last week, and I think the red team has learned a lesson in terms of the Superman's play style, either to invade early game and disrupt the jungle, or to tower dive their ADC with that disrupt that he has. So I think Zeke's done an excellent job of positioning and denying the Superman's ability to wrap around and push his teammates.
As that was going down, thank you so much for that. Meanwhile, the fight is gonna come down here. It's gonna be red team to fall first. They just have a little bit more damage, but that was looking like Lubu feeling like he was gonna lose himself there, but the Arctic Orb comes in time and the teammates are gonna rush up to help him out. That's gonna be a 5 versus 3 fight, 4 fight there. And that's gonna be a favorable trade for Cuckoo. However, Throwback is going to seize the opportunity and steal away this dragon. Honestly, that shouldn't happen, but it did. And kudos to Throwback there for seizing that opportunity. Superman jumping through. Just doing it a little bit of harass. On the top side over there, Liliana and Sky Show, they're going to be focusing down this Spirit Sentinel for some little extra gold and roaming abilities. But that's going to be Chi who takes the last laugh. The final hit. And the buff. Going over to Chi. Meanwhile, Aoi is also on the top side here. Middle fight here coming through. Just a little bit of encounter. There's the Mana Steel coming through. Pushes Ziki though. Only finds him. Now, Superman is gonna just have to back out from that Nature's Realm. 5 members of both teams now in the middle, just poking and prodding, seeing if the enemy team has any weaknesses to be found. 50 seconds still on the major objective here. Nothing much to fight for yet. Superman
Liliana has finished. Yeah, go ahead. No, Liliana's finished building her anti-heal here. So, meanwhile, it looks like Chulin has opted to build some damage items first.
That's gonna turn things around here as Ziki tries to heal back up with the Nature's Realm as Chi tries to move in. Liliana, hopefully you're able to make some difference here. A very well-timed Arctic Orb there. Right down to the last breath. Dodges out the kill shot. Nice little ultimate there from our ADC Joker. And a nice ambush kills MDS underneath that tower, snuffs him away. Now it's only going to be 2 people trying to defend this wave. The tower disrupt comes through, Nature's Realm comes down as well, but there is the Tomb Reaper making a difference. And Superman was able to take that opportunity to just make a double kill happen. Meanwhile, the top side, that's a push into the top side tower as well. Ari, a little bit overextended though. We're gonna catch the last bit of her death over there. Meanwhile, here on the mid lane, it's just going to be tranquility before a fight opening up here against the dragon, hopefully. Unless no contest is going to come from Cuckoo. There we go. Scouted out, yes. Fortunately, the steal doesn't come through. Good job for Throwback there. They're constantly stealing out these dragons. Very impressive. Here we go. Nice stun up here from the Chi. Aoi jumping through. Mana Steel pushes the Aoi back out though. And there is Liliana finishing off the blow. And Nature's Realm is going to be placed in a pretty awkward position as no members are going to be able to come through with that one. Here's another push, pushing MDS back, and Zohan as well. Zohan trying to get out of there, but that is Joker jumping through with a burst damage. Maybe that's what they chose him for. Maybe it's a comfort pick after all, as they're pushing all the way to the high ground tower. With those enhanced normal attacks, Joker, this patch is feeling pretty viable, even against the Hayate.
I feel like Joker now is just more of a early game hero, and Hayate, we'll see if Hayate can get to late game. He's going to be hard for the blue team to deal with.
I see. I see. So I'm going to add that to my knowledge base. Joker perhaps a viable pick into the early game. We're going to have to get that validated throughout this series, this tournament series. Here's the Man of Steel coming through, pushing out two people, and then here the Superman is going to go for that Tulin kill. Tulin falls down, Ziki is left all alone right in the middle of that lane as Aoi fled for her life, going to now take up that red buff before it is too late. Dark Slayer burst it down pretty quickly here.
So we gonna try to steal.
The game time, 9 minutes 38 seconds, and the gold lead coming up to 5k. Do you think there is a chance for red team to come back, and if so, what's gotta happen?
I think the key is a team fight where Zeke gets an ult off and Hayate is able to come in while the blue team is done with his ult. But I think first we need Hayate to farm up just a bit more.
Here we go then. The eyes is gonna be on Hayate and Ziki to see if they can do something. MDS gets a nice kill off of onto the Liliana over there. There's the ult that we were talking about. That seems to be an overextension coming there for Cuckoo. Giving double kill over to MDS now. Let's take a look at his gold, 6.3k. Not too bad. Not too bad here. They're still able to have a pretty dominant gold lead, Cuckoo is. But this mid-tier tower, this mid-ground tower here is gonna probably fall. They're gonna back out. They're gonna back out as Superman came in. Excellent work. I stand corrected. Now it's gonna be Red's team congregated up towards the top side over here. That's a good stun here by Liliana, poking into the bush, finding MDS. MDS is gonna have to just use his second ability to step away. She spotted out on the bottom side over here. Does she know that people are coming for him? Oh, it's being called off. She is back at it. It's gonna be 4-1 split mid and bottom lane. Meanwhile here, watch out for Superman. That's another push coming through. That's the Man of Steel pushing onto two people, but the cleanse does come out in time, and that's gonna nullify the attack. Meanwhile, Irie comes in for the second wave of attack. The ultimate spent here. Kunai Blitz going backwards to save himself. Zohan moving back with MDS to just get healed up. Next fight is going to be at the Dragon Pit. The Slayer Pit, for that matter. As this dragon, there's no chance for Throwback to contest. This is game 1, and already we're getting an exciting game. Ziki pushed out by the Man of Steel himself, coming through. Excellent work on the Superman. He had no time to react, no purify. Oh, and there's the Kunai Blitz again coming out from Zohan. Baited out. This time, again, they're gonna probably not be able to go for the Slayer. Probably gonna lose out on another major objective here. Just like last time when they got a little bit of encounter. Unfortunate there. There's the one push here. Now Aoi showing herself on the bottom side of the map. Trying to just say that, hey, we got a 4-1 split coming through. Trying to catch out Ari, but it's an Ari. She's slippery. There's 4 members towards the top side here trying to catch out Ari. Meanwhile, Aoi gets focused down. It's a 4-1 versus a 4-1. Here's the ultimate spent by Ari. She jumps forward, taking out one, taking out another. And there's the tower disrupt coming through. But it's double tower disrupt, so nothing happens there. And here's Ziki ulting. Das last desperate attempt. MDS trying to get that ultimate off as well. But 5 members of Cuckoo still left alive. Only 1 to fall. And that's going to be game over. 13 minutes. Close to 14 minutes in this game. What do you think about that performance there? Was it what you expected from seeing the composition?
You're talking with the Cuckoo team. I think after the games last week, they said they rewatched and they discussed how they could improve, and you can see them adjusting their play style relative to the games last week. But I also have to wonder whether the substitute mid in this game caused the communication gap for Throwback here relative to their typical gameplay, and that language barrier between the Spanish-speaking players of the team and MDS had any impact on their coordination.
I see. And here we have the lobby ID for the second game as well. Thank you for that analysis, by the way. Tree, can we hear that lobby ID? If she's around. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna jump through to find that lobby ID.
1257.
1257. Excellent. Do you want to jump in this one, Snopey? Or should I just continue? 1257? Like no one in here. Oh, Anya is in here. Okay. Right, because the mid laner previously for Throwback was supposed to be Danny, right?
That's right. Danny is the mid main for
Wait,
Throwback.
Snopey.
Yep.
Where's Iran?
Iran's not part of these two teams. Iran is on Crisp's team.
They're asking Iran.
Oh, they're on Chris team?
Yeah, Iran's on Crisp's team. So the QRR you see here, that's Hyper from the Latium server. He's a Slayer main from that server and Zohan's friend.
But okay, I got you.
Yeah, different QRR. I think QRR's account was Zohan's old account, so he's now giving it to his other buddy to use.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Way emo.
Time team Throwback's gonna take the blue side with the first pick. Will be interesting to see if they let Florentino out or if blue team's still gonna ban.
Who will play Florentino on Cuckoo?
Okay. Yeah, just making sure you guys get into the room. Sorry for what happens earlier.
No
but
problem, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, so who would play Florentino then, if it does get let through?
I've been told that QRR is a strong Florentino.
Sorry, I'm looking at the roster and I don't see that name.
Hyper.
Oh, Hyper. Okay, so if blue team gets it, then QRR is gonna go play that.
I think that's right. Though in the scrimmage last week, we did see Danny take Florentino mid lane as well.
Ah, yes. I do remember something like that.
they had a mage jungle, and he took an assassin mid, which is a common meta in Wild Rift. And these guys spent some time in Wild Rift when it originally came out, so I think they were recycling the meta there. The one challenge, as I think Danny has slowly learned, is that everyone eats the mid wave here, and assassins don't have the opportunity to farm gold the same way that they can in the other game.
Right, yes. Yes, indeed. I think I remember seeing those Florentino mid games. I thought it was a very interesting strategy, but it's because Florentino is very good at, you know, finding those ganks onto a single player, let's say. If you have that mid rotation, you're fast, you can get those kills real early on.
That's right. As soon as he gets the first clear on level 2, he's in the jungle, and a few heroes can fight him 1v1 or 1v2.
Exactly, and a good Florentino is one to be feared at level 2. I know I try that sometimes, not in mid lane though. That's a little bit too difficult for me. But anyway, I still, you know, I try to invade into the jungle. But if you're like me, your Florentino isn't too good yet. Maybe don't try it out just yet. You might get collapsed upon. But if you're a good Florentino, it's awesome to see. It's really, 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 really amazing feeling when you pull it off. I'd bet. The Florentino though, getting banned out.
Yeah, they banned the Florentino, and I think blue team banned IOE since they took him last game.
Good strategic bans there. No more IOE to worry about. Meanwhile, Cuckoo does not want. Yes. Okay. Yes. And now Cuckoo just doesn't want the Florentino to come through, and Thorn getting banned out now as well.
Wonder if they're gonna let Irie out or Zip out.
Just like you say, Irie is coming out now for throwback.
Irie. And I think Cuckoo used the Lubu. They still have Chi.
Right now, probably thinking about a couple of picks into the Slayer lane. Who do they want to take out Irie? Maybe an Earl. I was gonna say Enzo, but no. It's making Earl something early game to just kind of offset that. Kind of try to shut down Irie before she gets too unstoppable. But we don't know exactly what Cuckoo is thinking about here. It's gonna be Violet and Iggy, both very long range pokes. And now it's gonna be an interesting ban phase. Because right now, throwback, well, I guess they do have to pick something. They do have to pick maybe a marksman and a mage. But then as well, they could continue to pick some flexible picks, some flex picks, so to say. And then just wait. Just wait for Cuckoo to waste some bans, maybe. Gonna pick up Fennec, maybe Valheim, maybe something else. Just maybe something completely different. Yes, they're still hovering. They're still choosing. Mina should be the pick though, coming down for them. Mina into Violet and Iggy. I feel like Mina has a little bit too short reach to really go against that Iggy and Violet.
Right, and Violet doesn't rely as much on attack speed as some of the other ADCs, so she's not going to set off Mina's passive the same way. I feel like in a way the Mina pick is almost like a way to ban the other team from picking a Mina to counter their Caphany.
Right, but then in that case, maybe they should just, I don't know, ban out Mina. Because, I mean, just don't show your Caphany, and then ban out Mina. But then I guess, you know, maybe they're worried that Cuckoo is going to focus ban down some of these marksmen. But at that point, I don't know. It feels like Mina right now, picking Mina, you know the enemy is going to start to harass you with the Iggy and Violet. You're gonna have to be very confident in your plays as Mina to try and avoid that fate.
I wonder if they'll flex Irie into jungle and have Mina
in the Slayer lane.
Potentially. That's right. But the red team has opted to ban mid lane hero and Lorian.
Smart choice. Lorian does outpoke Iggy, in my opinion. Early game Iggy might get a little bit of advantage, but once Lorian gets her second ability, those zappy zap things do hurt. And sometimes I feel like it hurts more than Iggy's fire bombs there. Here we go. The final ban to come in from Throwback. The other bans coming through are going to be Kira and the Yenna.
I think the Yenna ban was targeted at Skyshow. Skysshow's Yenna is really strong. I think Skyshow used to main jungle, so his Slayer lane hero pool isn't as deep as some of the other Slayer lane players. So I think they're singling out his hero pool now.
Do you have a guess on what they might ban next if they're targeting Skyshow? Chi.
Yeah,
okay.
There's the Chi, which is a soft counter to the Iron.
Like you say, maybe now Skyshow is going to have to pick up his Slayer lane quickly before the enemy team has an opportunity to flex and turn those Slayer pool thinner and thinner. It looks like now.
I wonder if Skyshow's gonna go Hayate. Skyshow wants to go Hayate Slayer lane again here.
Just like the first game, they did that.
Yeah, because Scott is tanky enough as a front line. We'll see what the blue team
could
picks
be
first.
What they're thinking. But they picked out Alice. If they had picked Baldum, I think that would be okay. I think actually that will work out really well for them. But now only Scud to tank the front line. Maybe, I don't know. They have to be very confident in this Scud being able to tank out the front line. And then Alice to maybe protect just Violet or Iggy. And then let Skyshow run loose on the Hayate. That could be cool. That could be cool.
Yeah, I think Hayate has sufficient self-protection. And thinking about a team fight, I think with the Alice, this red team could really just poke down the other team and safely retreat from a distance.
It's smart for them not to show this Hayate Slayer if they're indeed thinking about it yet, because take a look now at that very scary composition coming through from Throwback. They're gonna pick Ryoma, they're gonna pick Raz as well. All characters that can really just jump into the backline and decimate it. Is going to leave the core player here, the core group here is going to be probably just Mina and Kafni alone. Irie, Ryoma, and Raz, they're just gonna do their own thing. And just maybe chew up the backline. And if Hayate comes out, well, that's just another target for them to get some damage in and target practice on. 15 seconds until the final pick. They're not gonna go with that Hayate. Perhaps a little bit scared seeing that composition on Throwback's side. Matlock is gonna be the pick. I like it. A little bit more steady. Now it's gonna be Matlock in that Slayer lane. Scud in the jungle. Alice as a support. And Violet and Iggy as you would expect. Meanwhile on the other side, Kafni into the side lane here. Well, actually let's just call it Abyss lane. Irie, Slayer, perhaps, still changing their minds about it. They are able to flex this. Ryoma can go in the jungle, or Irie can go in the jungle. Doesn't matter. They're actually changing things around as well. QRR is going to take the Raz up into the middle lane, it seems. MDS is going to go ahead into his jungle position. What he's more used to, I think. Okay, they finalized.
They're going to let Zohan play mid.
They finalized it. Zohai is going to play mid. QR up at the Slayer lane. it does seem that without Danny here, Throwback is having a little bit of problem trying to figure out who's gonna go where. It certainly hurts, but maybe this is the answer for them. Maybe. We're just a couple seconds in until we enter the game. Much excitement. Game number 2 of this final match of the day.
I think the blue team has more of a dive comp here with the Mina, Raz,
yes,
Irie.
Yes,
While
and also
I think the mid and support of the red team is more with the poke comp. I think they're thinking of blue team's thinking about invading, and Alice is one of the weaker supports in terms of protecting her jungle from an early game invade. They got vision as Scud started. Red, there's 3 of them there. The QR are opts not to invade.
Meanwhile, on the bottom here, the marksmen are going to trade out some HP. It's going to be an even trade though. Now, Trio Q roaming towards the middle here. That's going to be 4 people sharing this lane. Make that 5. Poor Zohan. Haha. No gold for you. Good sir.
I'm sure Zohan's not used to sharing lanes, being a jungle and ADC main. I hear in a future patch they're gonna adjust the jungle where if the jungler shares lane, he's only gonna earn 40% of the gold.
Yes.
Which may discourage junglers from
visiting lanes too much. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ultimate coming through from MDS. That's gonna be first blood coming through. That's Zeph Kel here, making that kill, finishing off the job that MDS started. Excellent engage over there. MDS certainly feels a little bit more at home in this jungle position. Already making a key play right early on. That first blood is onto the Alice, just a support, no problem, but gold is gold. Kill is kill. Here we go. It's 3 people again sharing that middle wave. Oh, for a moment I thought MDS was going to go towards this dragon, but unfortunately they're not going to do so. I think he has the opportunity to do that. This team has the opportunity to take both of these objectives. Now, however, it is going to be Cuckoo who is able to now stake out the positioning for this dragon. Scud is obnoxious right in the front. Pokes out Mina here a little bit, and then now it's going to come back out to this dragon. They're a little slow on this take.
Stops her ult. Malik ults to stop the
Big ult coming down here is gonna be on this side. 2 members of blue team falling down. Yes, indeed. They should have went for this dragon when they had the chance, and now their positioning is just, for lack of better word and for lack of euphemism, just horrid, and unable to then contest with this dragon. Of course, one dragon is not the end of the game right now. Just a couple hundred gold behind. And they're going to have to fight to get that advantage back. We haven't seen a lot of pokes from Iggy though. I think he's silently doing damage. He's silently doing damage. But I thought we would see more people whittled down by him during the early game. MDS gets a knock up onto the Scud. Doesn't want to engage, just saying hi. Putting some pressure there. Zohan is gonna come here and help out on that jungle clear just a little bit. And then he's gonna go over trying to go steal this red buff. Does it do it? No. Not quite enough damage on that power surge. We're gonna go for the Sentinel though. That's gonna be a 5-man over here. Scud in trouble. Uses the ultimate already, and now uh-oh. Not enough time to dash away into safety. And Matlock plus The Ryoma is just gonna be battered down and have to go play in that Slayer lane. Return to that Slayer lane. Here's the ultimate coming down. QRR spending his pinwheels to just flip away to safety. Not a problem. Definitely a battle of two experts in the Slayer lane. Definitely love to see it. Meanwhile, I thought the blue team might be going in for an invade over here, but they're gonna pull out. Iggy coming through here. Tower's Disrupt used to be able to save that tower. Now they're gonna be able to open up this dragon very decisively this time. Ultimate from Alice, not quite there yet, and the Ember's Gaze doesn't connect as well. Slightly mistimed here from Iggy, but that's alright. Good effort. And now 3 members of blue team from throwback. They're gonna move up towards the top. Zoning out is Skyshow. Skyshow is gonna jump out after seeing Raz over there. Doesn't want to get controlled and lose his life over here. They're very decisive about that retreat as well. Disciplined players they are. There we go, Zohan trying to get a poke in there, but unfortunately receives more poke instead. All members of Cuckoo now very healthy and ready to fight. Here we go, Ziki, do you want to open this fight? Oh no, the Dark Dominion does come down, but now Scud is just chasing down Cafney. Cafney with a very good kiting here. Wow, good job to Cafney for getting away. Excellent positioning. Kiting 100%. You need to learn how to kite. That's your lesson. I'm surprised she doesn't have the red buff to her either. So that was just completely well-timed kiting. Fantastic. Meanwhile, the bottom lane over, MDS opening up the ultimate. Gets onto one enemy only, and that is exactly the person she wants to be looking for. MDS here. Irie taking out the Violet. Now middle lane, it's going to be a 3v3 here. Small 3v3, but this lane should be taken out no problem by Iggy. Iggy still has the ultimate available. Meanwhile, using that commotion, MDS is going to try and just steal away this buff. Tower was taken and the buff as well. This is looking like a good pace for throwback.
Yeah, the gold's still fairly even for both teams.
Nice little knock up over there, but QRR in a bit of a trouble. There's the cleave coming through from Malok, but now he was pushed away. Uses his ultimate to try and shock onto and land the killing blow. That's not gonna happen. Ember's Gaze was there as well, trying to make that kill happen. They wanted it. They definitely tried. But kudos to Throwback's entire team to let that Ryoma get away. He was in a difficult position for sure. Nice little flicker there from the Mina to get away from the pursuit. Here's Tower Disrupt coming through, and Scud is just gonna take it as open season. Goes down under, but again excellent kiting from the Cafney. Meanwhile, in the top over here, MDS zoned out the entire core group. The core damage group from Cuckoo. Mid tower is getting clicked down here by Violet bit by bit. Nothing they can do to stop it, it seems. It's a decisive action taken here to take out the objective here, this dragon. You have MDS coming out at the bottom as well, and nobody in sight from Cuckoo. That's a good safe take. And fast one too. URR. Okay, nice ambush. Here's the combo coming through. Cleave dodged out by the pinwheel. Double pinwheel goes away, and continue to use that range to continue the harassment onto Skyshow. He really is feeling that ban, that ban coming through for him. The Yena, the Chi, taken away from him, mercilessly. Oh, that's a difficult word for me to say. Let's move on. it feels like Iggy and Violet should have the more poke potential. But right now, paired up with a
That's right.
soft comp. I mean, yeah.
And they
go
have
for
an
it.
Alice to help them keep a distance from the enemy team. I think the red team has a stronger team fight in general with the Alice ult circle plus the Malik ult circle plus the Iggy ult, if they can combo it correctly.
And they can't afford these catch-outs over here. Good thing Malak was able to survive that one, though. Good job to him.
Malik's built a full tank.
That will offset the soft support. Oh, big ultimate coming in from QRR, but he's gonna get tons of poke coming down. Onslaught for Kafni. I've got to say, this Kafni does know how to position herself. Shock comes down, lands onto 2 people. MDS ultimate in. Comes, peels for the backline. Beautiful play. Ziki now in the front. Again, the distance there. Textbook. Fantastic. They're not able to do too much to this tower, but the disrupt was spent. So for the next 60 seconds or so, there's no disrupt and open season to these towers. In fact, they're going to take their chances here on this Darkslayer, and it goes down super duper fast. Zohan is going to take that last hit though. Interesting choice.
No.
They're going to move across to the other side of the map, eyeing this dragon as well. Zohan, I think they should have given it to Ari to take back and drop at the base. Here we go, Scott moving in. Oh, that one hit takes away half the HP from Zohan. Zohan is, he's scared now. He's scared now, and he's just gonna move down to the bottom side over here just to take away that lane and the bottom side. Maybe drop the dragon or something like that. QRR positioned here, trying to make some ambush and perhaps defend the top lane. Raz is gonna probably choose to drop the dragon bottom lane. No problems there. You're gonna have QRR split pushing on the top side. Meanwhile, fight breaks out over here. That's the excellent team fight coming through from them, but they again we're getting shown that excellent kiting, but excellent kiting is not anything in the eyes of the Iggy's Ember's Glaze. He goes and picks on him, and that forces Kafni back. Unfortunately, Raz was back out. He was dropping the Slayer, and the fight broke out. We actually missed out whether or not, you know, it was a forced fight from Cuckoo. If it was, well done to them. Meanwhile, QRR, double pin will coming through. One more poke. Can it do it? I don't think so. Here's the ult coming through. That flicker spent now, but it takes him to safety, so that's great. MDS trying to make a steal here. Ultimate. Here we go. Trying to get out. Yes, indeed. They're just trying to go for some of these objectives sneakily. It feels like they're... it feels like they're a bit worried now to take these fights. Probably dragged on the game for too long. 13 minutes without taking this middle tower. Now their early game composition... Their early game, well, advantage with the with QRR's Ryoma is starting to hurt. They need to rely now on Ziki to be that front line, to rely on MDS to really make kills on the back line. And now they just don't have enough damage for the tankiness that is the Scud and the Malok. Kafni was able to pick off the Malok, but over here on the other side, that is a unfavorable trade here for Throwback. Irie unable to pick off the Iggy. That was a 1vs2. Good try there. QRR, valiant effort. Moving through, trying to make that play happen. The ultimate doesn't land though, but Ziki was there to try and save him. No problems there. Now it's up to the Kafni. He's got a lot.
I feel like red team should have gone directly for Slayer instead of stalling there. Now that Zohan has revived and MDS has revived, I don't know if they can still take the Slayer anymore.
That is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. It was sort of like both of these teams sometimes want that fight a little bit too much. But that is okay. That is okay. If they don't push themselves to the limits, they'll never know. But then at the same time, this means that this game will drag on just a little bit longer. Means more for the viewers to watch. And here we go. Collapse.
Iris revealed her vision bot lane. I wonder if red team's gonna, collapsing in on QRR.
He showed us a very nice nifty feint move over there. They're gonna trade out for the Enraged Abyssal Dragon, but Scud is here. He opens up the second ability, running through now, but Ziki, Ziki was there for him.
And they
now they're
get
gonna
that.
get chased down.
Caphony has magic defense.
Uh-oh. This looks like Caphony being isolated out. She needs help. She's kiting very well with that red buff. But then, here we go. The cavalry arrives for red team. And shutdown goes over for Violet. Excellent pincher move over there. They wanted that Curse of Death. But in the end, it turned out to be really a Curse of Death. And they're gonna lose their major damage dealer. Now no one else can really touch the Scud nor the Malok. Malok has one item here, attack item. That's gonna be the Curse of Death here. Lots of Curse of Deaths going around. Using that too much, but hey, can't blame me. The AOV named it like that, alright? Okay. Let's see. Dragon this time. That's now a decisive action getting taken by Cuckoo. But it's going down a little slow. As now the rest of the team here comes through. They're gonna pull out Scud. Good thing is they're able to take that Slayer and they're gonna back out. They don't really have an answer for the tankiness coming over from Cuckoo's from Throwbacks. Actually, yeah, from Cuckoo. Throwback doesn't have that answer.
Yeah, I mean, Caphony's built Fafnir. To try. But yeah, Ryoma at this point in the game
doesn't really offer too much. Ryoma did do a lot of work, don't get me wrong, early game. But unfortunately, they were just unable to crack that middle tier tower. I think that was the key. Would you not say so?
Yeah, I think the red team did an excellent job of defending that mid tower. I think it really shows the difference between the red team here and one of the earlier matches we watched today. With Alice taking this disrupt instead of a flicker, she was able to help her team protect that tower.
For sure. And that is going to be GG well played for both teams. Longest game that we saw, and a mega kill getting awarded over to Violet. All of that caught on stream. Good work. Good work. Cuckoo takes down that series 2-0. Congratulations, and I think that is going to be game 3. And the final match of the day. We're gonna wait for some instructions from the host, hopefully. To just double check. Meanwhile, let's check out the stats here. MVP given to Violet here with that mega kill. Definitely flashy. But the entire team on Cuckoo's side definitely defended that mid tower well and turned the game around. Early game, QRR was doing a lot of work holding down that Malok. And they had opportunities to snowball. And we saw the Caphony in the hands of Zafkal here. Really good at kiting. Dealing 30% damage as now we switch over to the stats screen. But unfortunately, they just didn't have enough initiation to be able to force those fights open. Again, that tower disrupt from the Alice was really able to protect that tower.
Yeah, thank you guys. I think this is the last game of today. And thank you very much, Anihi and Snowpea.
Thank you for organizing fantastic day 2 here tonight. Thank you, Snopey, for being my partner tonight, commentating. And if you, Snopey, you got anything last words to say, we'll end off the stream after that.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bye now. Alright, stream. Well, thank you so much for coming out as well. I will sign off here. If you don't know how to find the schedules, you can jump over to my server or jump over to the AOV Live Championship server. You can find all the information. Let's see. How about I just... Well, if you're in my server, I'll just link you, okay? I'm just gonna link you a message link. Here you go. You can find all the information at this message link over there. It'll point you to the Vietnamese Discord, sorry, not the Discord, their Facebook, for this championship in particular. And for, you know, your convenience, I'm gonna link that here as well. It's a Facebook one. And then there's also the tournament Discord server there. So then you can jump over, take a look, and join the ones that you want to join. We are currently, well, we will usually use the Discord to coordinate. But if you're just interested in watching the stream, you can always just jump onto YouTube and find people there. There's more streams other than ours as well. So if it's Chinese, if it's Vietnamese that floats your boat, you might want to check out the other streams. So yeah, that's the information, and day 3 will commence, I think, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I don't know if I will be online casting that one, but you're definitely welcome to jump in and watch the games from some of the other casters. Let me just pull that day 3 screen on stream so you guys can actually see. There we go. I hope it's not cut off, but day 3 is gonna be BB versus OBD. I actually don't know some of these teams, but they're in another group. So different teams, and you haven't seen them yet. Definitely come and check them out. All the information is here after day 3. I believe there's going to be a second round robin. So another 3 days of qualifiers, another 3 days of groups. And then it's going to be the finals and stuff like that. Alright. Well, that's me. I'm going to jump into a game with my friend here. Signing off. Bye bye.